Alright, hey guys, today we're gonna see how to play this stand right here, soft and wet. I got the golden version, just because it's cooler, it doesn't actually change anything. I suggest getting it because it is way epic. Don't play normal, soft and wet, play this one. Alright, now I will tell you how to use these moves. E is only good after you use R, so what you can do is use R, or I messed that up, but you use R, bubble, float over them, and use barrage. Since it's a kick barrage, it will kick them on the ground, so it's a pretty good combo. R, you can float up, and then do this, and it's surprising when you're on top of them. Other than that, I just use it like for baiting and do it like that, and then bait, and then do a bubble. But that's one of the only uses. It's slow but high damaging, so it's gonna be one of your main attacks for close up combat. Those are some of the only attacks for close up combat. It even has E and R. T is a blind. This move I would use very sparingly. If you ever hit it, they will immediately stand jump, like literally anyone will, because it protects them. So what you can do is use the bubble and chase them down with that. As I told you, it was a good punish. If you ever do that, you can do, if you ever hit the R, so if you do bubble and then R, continue going and try to do the R, D, E combo, as that will get a bunch of extra damage. Or you could do this, and do Y. This is not guaranteed, but it works very well. If it does land, Y, it provides for a lot of counterattacks, just extra attacks. So, T will make them run away, chase them down, press R no matter what first, because Y has a really low chance of hitting. Whenever someone gets blinded, they just do random garbage, so I would not use any of your bubbles. Chase them down, use R. You can either do R, and then run forwards and try to do barrage for more damage, or you can use Y to slow them down, which will lead into my next thing. Why? If you ever land it, they cannot run from you. So, the only thing they can do is stand jump, and then you can chase them down again, just like T. So what you'll do is this. So they'll try escaping you, and then use the bubble. That is one of the only situations you will use your F, because if you miss, then you cannot use it again, obviously. So, missing it sucks because you won't be able to get it again for a while, and it's basically your insta-win move. Y really leads into it very well, because they're basically just stuck there. A good thing you can do is float around like this, go close enough, like that distance, where they can't see the bubble. For a short amount of time, the bubble is invisible before they can see it. So around this distance is the part where they can't see it, but it'll still hit them. If you do use the bubble, they can't hit your hitbox when it comes out. See? Hitbox goes to like there. They try to punch you, it won't get there. So you float around, or you just walk around this distance or so, and it's pretty much guaranteed land. It looks like it doesn't have that long a range, but that is why it has a good range. You can't see the bubble, and you can't hit the hitbox itself. So you always want to keep that amount of range at least. Don't try to go too close unless you're trying to bait them, like that, into doing something dumb like Starfinger. You know. F, as I told you, you only want to use this if it confirms. It does have a 12-second cooldown, but games with soft and wet go by really fast, so you only get to use it like 2 times a match. I'd use it if you're like right next to someone, because as you can see, instantly puts it on them. If they're being really dumb and they're defenseless, I would use it. If a samurai blocks, I would use it. If anyone's blocking, I would use it. If they are defenseless, and you know this bubble will hit, then do it. If don't do the same thing as Y, like where you're this distance, because it is dodgeable, I would go close to them and use it. Because if you land it, it's basically an win. If they have an option like teleporting or hitting you before, don't do it. Just wait for the Y, and or Z, Y, F, or R, Z, F. What I mean by that is this.
Alright, 'cause I got 2 more. 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 2 more.
So what I mean by that is when you hit someone, they get ragdolled, and you can then bubble them. So Z will get you close enough so that the bubble will most likely hit. It does have a slight area where it doesn't work. However, most stands can't get out of that because even if they roll, it'll hit them. So if they have a teleport, as I said, if they have a way of getting out that isn't just roll, what I would do is when I hit R, instead of running up to do that, I would do this. Shoot 2 bubbles to the right or right and left. Or at least shoot one at them and then shoot one to where you think they're going to go. And one of them's got to hit them. Make sure you remember which one you did for so that you can react appropriately. You don't want to be barraging if they just got hit by the Y. H is very situational. It leaves you open, and that's, yeah, it's not the best move. I think it might block projectiles, the bubble itself, once it spawns. But I'm not too sure about that, so don't rely on it. Z, I already told you about this as well. Very good for spacing. It allows you to stay within the range that I told you about before very easily, and throw things like throw bubbles at them, attack them, bait, whatever. The jump and then turning it off and then landing with the kick is very, very, very useful. Because no one expects it. Block, best block in the game. It's just kind of short. So if someone's barraging you, I would use it if not a tusk or something though. If you know someone's gonna hit you and you have no defensive options, just block. It saves you from everything. Very, very, very good. If you're fighting a samurai, they're gonna use F, so don't hold it too long. Only use it to block their R plus C, which is the sword, shoot, whatever, fly at you with their sword. Other than that, it's basically one of the safest moves. It's better than every block in the game. 2 times better than Golden Experience Requiem, and I think like 4 times better than Over Heavens. Not sure about that. Alright. Pretty much it. You're going to want to do a lot more with this stand because of the spacing issue I told you about. But other than that, I pretty much showed you everything. I'll now get into some 1v1s. Alright, so we're going to be fighting the cars. Our health is a bit low, but who cares? Basically, against cars, it's very interesting because it's fast, and if you block, they will barrage you. So what you're gonna do, employ a lot of the tactic I told you. Tactics, sorry. Yeah, okay. You see that? See how that's just an insolent, really? Even though look at my health. Even though I went down in health, I still got the F. There's always a chance for a comeback. I used it because I knew that I wouldn't be able to survive for very long if I tried to space him out and wait for my combos to work. So, I'd like to show you more, so I'll do one more with him, and then I will invite some more people to 1v1 with me. And it will be very cool, and you'll learn a lot. Alright, he's going to count down now. A mistake I made before was not playing very slow. So here, let's just, yeah, he knows we're going. So I'm just gonna try H because even though he has that, he did it too late, and I knew he wasn't very paying attention very well. Yeah. So see how as soon as I used the blindness, he immediately jumped away. Then I followed him. I did not mean to use that right then. Hope you know. I did not mean to. If you do mess up, just wait for your cooldown again. You have a lot of options. Alright, so I'm going to try and bait out an attack. He's going to barrage. I'm expecting, yeah. Which, he did too late for me, which is pretty smart on my part.
Then I go.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try and get Y on him. Damn, forgot to undo my bubble. It's my fault. I'm gonna expect him to be rushing in a bit more since he got hit. And even though I do not have the advantage, he knows that I can win this at like a moment's notice. Alright, so if he does barrage, you're basically screwed, which is why I really have to make sure I bait that out. Alright, I'm gonna try that tactic. That didn't work. Don't try it too often, it wastes your thing. Alright, see how I used T and then F and it didn't work? Because it's not reliable at all. Y plus F is a lot more reliable. See how he blocked that? That was pretty good on his part. If you're any stand with a good block, make sure you use... Alright, he's blinded. Now I have time to chase him down. Alright, he got too far, so I'm going to stay back. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, see, he countered it by... Alright, I got him with H. Now, there we go. Boom. Since I got him with the H, Oh man, okay, yeah, that's a very buggy move. He can move for some reason. This is weird, okay. That doesn't usually happen. But since I got him with the H, even though I sacrificed 35... Even though I sacrificed 35, yeah, so even though I sacrificed 35 from the projectile, I didn't know it was going to hit him because he was on this side of the arena. That is because if he tries to go past, he will get hit by it no matter what. Because it's a bubble, it's big. He was on that side, so he had to at least go that way. That's why I walked sideways to cover that area. Alright, so we are going to be fighting a sea moon. Took me a while to get this because he really kept coming upstairs, but... Alright, so, how we're going to fight sea moon is... You're going to spam block a lot. That's about it. If he uses T, we're going to have to be a lot more defensive, because we know he's going to be a lot more aggressive. That's probably going to be our chance to get F, if possible. Other than that, I'll just try to play the best I can. He can dodge my Y and stuff pretty easily. Alright. So, starting off, nothing. Since he's far from me, I'm going to use H, because I don't expect him to get... A lot of people, when you're pretty far from them, will back up. And obviously he has to dodge it, so... For how much area it takes up. So I'm going to wait for him to jump on me. He dead at me. Maybe he's just dodging. He's gonna be my main goal. Alright, what the heck was that? I just got hit by the first part of that move and not Okay, well, there we go, at least something's happening. Alright, there we go. Boom. Instant win. Apparently that was a misclick. But as you can see, if someone does counter, it's not very hard. If you guys have any suggestions or any comments on if like any improvements to what I can do to make my soft inlet gameplay better, then please do. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Also, updates. Stone Free got a buff, which is really nice. Got a buff in range for the H and R speed and barrage speed. Also, Green Day is gonna come out. I will make a video when that comes out, probably. Once I get it. It's gonna be pretty fun. Other than that, guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.
Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan, gdy już nie będę sam, bo wiedzie biały węgorz. Tylko jedno w głowie mam, koksu 5 gram, odlecieć sam w krainę zapomnienia. W głowie myśli mam, kiedy skończy się ten stan, gdy już nie będę sam, bo wiedzie biały węgorz.